All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the playoffs for NGS A East. It is Mallow Oats versus PSISTORM Dragoons. I believe that we are heading to Towers of Doom for the first map. And I have a cat on my lap. Hello, come here. Come here. Yeah, you're adorable. You really are adorable. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, no,
we
the
are
echo.
in
No,
the
no, no, no.
playoffs. Okay, that echo was going to be a problem. I am very smart. Oh, now you want to leave. All right, Clappy. I don't see no lobby. This is taking its sweet time. Okay. Everything's fine. Start time isn't for another 5 minutes anyways. Life will go on. Honestly, though. I am still sleepy. Okay, one day we will get. Yay, we got a lobby. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Ah! Oh no! Yes. No, it's gonna be like this. Okay. Join the wrong. Ugh, why did multiple teams have to pick Towers of Doom at the same time? My mentals. Okay, let's flash the border. Ready to go. Let's do this. Honestly, I don't know anything about either teams. This was a request cast that I did spontaneously. I'm not entertaining. I can't handle these long pauses. Okay. One day we will get a game. I'm kind of scared as I watch my teammates queue up for Storm League. If they get a game before I get into the cast, I'm going to get mentaled. Ugh. Ugh. I am an impatient little gremlin. Ugh.
Towers.
Here we go.
Doom.
It's match 1, boys. Oh, hey, scratch double. Cool. Tarandaban. Somebody doesn't like elite snipers. Heck yeah. Alright. The Hawkman. Off lanes could get choked from here on out. It's a good ban. Zeratul. Man, both of these bans really seem like they are targeted rather than general. So we got cheers in the chat for both teams. Heck yeah. I should be filling the airways more. Oh, Mephisto ban. You just pick Stitches or a Nubarak if you're so worried about the Mephisto. That's an odd one. It's rare that you see a counter pick get banned like that. Junkrat. Good first pick. Alright, this game is already going to go crazy. That's a Probius. That's a Probius. I am mentaled. Oh no. This is gonna be great. I don't even know what's gonna happen after this. It's the probe. Oh no. This is going to either be very frustrating for Mallow Oats or a very easy win. I really don't want to know which. Oh man. Blaze, Anduin, Tracer ban. Mallow Oats already has a very solid core. Now they just need to take their tank and their ace, and they should be able to build a coherent game plan. And what are you afraid of at this point? Ugh. Gotta stop yawning. The Nubarak has been. That's kind of spooky, especially if the Dragoons end up running something like a Stitches to proc the Probius Rifts. Because they just removed the big Stitches counter. Honestly, though, either of these teams could benefit a lot from a good Stitches.
I will fight to my last breath.
Rhaegar selected here. And there's the rush. Okay! That's a reasonable combination with Probius. But the Stitches is still available. It's still totally gonna get used. Man, this is already gonna be a great series. Tychus and Johanna. Light Bomb is in play, which is great. That combination's always fun. And the Tychus, as long as BTA isn't taken, can easily kill the Garrosh. However, Mallow Oats lacks a true ace with their combination. And they're a bit heavy on the front line. Like, they have a lot of CC, but not that much damage to follow through with it. Sylvanas is taken. Ooh. It's also not a bad idea. But it's pretty obvious which team wins out strictly in team fights. That's at Mallow Oats, but if the Dragoons ever win a fight, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a 6-cap late game. Here we go. Hmm. Okay. Here we go. It is game number 1. Who will win? I have no idea. Oh, I also forget all of the overlay hotkeys. That's a problem. That is definitely a problem. Alright. Before we do the shout out, I'm going to desperately try to figure out how those combos work. Well, hotkeys work. Also, Terminator. It looks like your internet terminated before it got to your house. I'm not funny. Ugh. Keto, Souls, Keto, Pie Maker, Sonic's Bro, Terminator, Crafty Devil, Bramble, Crispy, Looney Squin? Looney Squin. Looney Squin. Okay. That should be fine. Here we go. It is.
Prepare yourself for battle, heroes.
This is a problem. Shift Alt D? Alt D? No! I can't figure it out! What are the keys? Control Alt. That's sound?
The battle begins in 10 seconds.
OBS? Oh, the OBS is active?
5, 4,
Control S.
3, 2, 1. Well,
Ah!
4.
No! Shift Control S? There we go! Finally! I am so embarrassed that it took me that long. Ooh, Chaos Pigeon looking for them. He's just standing there, menacingly. Doesn't go for Pie Maker. Oh, Crispy is already starting the cheese. Pie Maker's peeled out. And meanwhile, Bramble is just getting the free clear here. Terminator looking to rotate back up. Crafty Devil as well. In fact, it's looking like Crafty Devil's going to cast back mid wave, giving Terminator the chance to rotate top wave. Love to see it. Sonic's Bro, Soulskeeto, Pie Maker are looking to duel into Crispy, Senpai, and Looney Squid. Meanwhile, Crafty Devil is continuing to push out mid lane. It's going to put a little bit of pressure on the Bramble. Meanwhile, this combination of Sylvanas and they're clearing the wave fast. Meanwhile, the probe is putting down the W's, and you are already seeing a camp cleared. Mallow has only just started, actually. This is going to be an invade. However, Bramble's forced to rotate topside, and Terminator's available. The invade gets called off. Meanwhile, our Dragoons look to push out and clear this wave as quickly as possible. Crafty Devil casts camp, and Chaos Pigeon and Pie Maker are trading into one another. Oh, a throw comes out, and a pumpkin runs into the gate. Well done. Laws of Hope, Power World Shield, Quarterback, Adrenaline Set Impact, Wild Tide Burst, so on and so forth. It's not that much important, actually. Compulse, so. Oh. Oof. We got a DC. Nice. 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 Caster is ready. Wait, observers can't actually talk with the rest. Hmm. Oh well. Probably a good time to look at Soak. Wait, it's number 6? It's 3? 4. It's 4, actually. Yeah. Both camps. Yeah, more or less cleared on the gate. However, a few more to the side of the Dragoons. Ooh, Pie Maker just sneaks away. And Moment of Truth in the rhythm. Looney just went flying. Still alive, though. Very nice. You know, Brambles is doing a good job soaking. And level 4's coming out. Subdue, always lovely to see. Piercing Light, yeah. Double Soak Blaze build with Incinerator Gauntlets. Photon Barrier. Huh. I do not know Protons. Uh-oh. Goodbye, Crispy! That Junkrat trap did work there. Unfortunate. Meanwhile, Dragoons go in for a fight. And Bramble looks to turn this into a 4v4 early. And they send the Probius to cap. And there's the Subdue stacks, just like that. But a smart play on the side of Dragoons. They managed to make a 4v4 even though they had one dead. Now the fights are pretty even. It's anybody's game. Oh, Crispy caught with another Junkrat trap. Bramble's got to run. Senpai is not quite in a position, and that Junkrat trap has things down. At this point, looks like they're going to have to give it up. On the other hand, though, Sonic Bro gets nuked. Oh, my word. I look away for a second and somebody dies. Well, it's only been 2 deaths so far. It's relatively tame as games go. Both teams definitely are poke-oriented. It's very much a battle for who can control space. Sin's exposed on this map. Oh, in this situation. I'm not personally a fan of the Talon, but we'll see if it gets value into Ancestral. Camp Invade was more or less successful. Oh yeah, this is a best of 3 series. So lucky for the Dragoons. They took a lot of camp there, but they really haven't been able to do that much more siege. They've got a gate down, got a little bit of extra tower chip, but that's it. Highmaker just steps up. Oh, Piemaker's caught and pulled out. Meanwhile, Bramble and Terminator have been trading a bit. Seems like Terminator's gotten the better. Because of that, he's managed to dominate this space. Well, I don't know about using that word. He's a little strong. Oh, meanwhile, Crispy gets sent into the entire enemy backline. Oh no! These traps are going to be the bane of his existence. Meanwhile, Senpai might get taken down. Nope. Survives. It's another head-to-head fight going to the side of Mallow Oats.
This red will be mine, and mine alone.
Senpai potentially looking to cheek out this camp. This could go very wrong. Alts have been picked. Odin, Radiant Shield, Rocket Ride. Huh. That's cool. Meanwhile, invade has been called. Whether it's based on the lack of Sylvanas, I cannot tell. But it means they're going to get another camp, and this is likely going to crash. Ooh, that's actually a lot of damage. Meanwhile, Senpai's continuing the push. Bramble, on the other hand, is going to have to be hard-pressed to keep Terminator here long enough. Senpai just goes for the split. But, ooh, that's a lot of damage. Senpai's going to have to bail, but they got a few towers out of it. You know, the Probius defense continues. Pie Maker makes it out alive. Ooh, but Bramble catches Keto. No, almost catches Keto. Given by his positioning with that ult, he knows how to use the choke point, so we might see something interesting coming out of that. Oh, and it's mind control as well. That's another one that surprises me. Meanwhile, oh, here comes the big CC chain. Ancestral, still strong as ever. Bunker's down, Bramble's low on HP. Looney's is desperately running away. Meanwhile, Crispy being a very cheeky probe, just catching it out. Bramble gets the stall, but it's unlikely that his team is going to be able to do much more. Unless they want to die for it. Chaos Pigeons caught in a root. Stuns inbound. Terminator just not comfortable in kneeing into a garage. Completely justified in that level of caution. That's a lot of soak, but Senpai's gonna grab most of it. Meanwhile, another camp coming up for the side of Dragoons, and they're gonna get invaded on again. Or, huh? An abundance of caution here from Mallow, folks. Not entirely expected. Ooh, Crafty Devil might get caught here. Pulled away. Oh no, that mind control! Luna's Gwyn escapes, but Chaos Pigeon gets nuked. Odin is popped. And the pumpkins are not making it out alive. Quite an awful lot of damage, but no further kills. Trap build, looks like it's debuild and one. Okay. So far nothing else seems particularly out of the ordinary.
Lay claim to the altars. Do not.
Meanwhile, Bramble just goes in for the stall. A little bit much, if you ask me. Meanwhile, Crispy's continuing a split push. This could be the scenario they're looking for. Ooh, Craftail coming in on the flank, as is Soul Keto. They're not caught, so they're allowed to rotate freely. Meanwhile, Senpai just starts another split push. Terminator's not going to let that happen. Cam's coming up from the side of Mallow Oats. And the probe continues the split push. Again, they have a very real chance on the side of Dragoon to manage actually 6-capping. It's quite spooky that way. Oh, shoot. Camera wasn't moving for seconds there. Apologies to everybody. Looks like we didn't miss much, though. Lucky break. Meanwhile, Senpai continues with the split push extravaganza. And that camp isn't going to be there to help. the job of the pro. Now step up and wave clear. But you can't wave clear a note, so this might be taken back quite promptly. Ooh, Chaos Pigeon's absolutely hunting. And meanwhile, Senpai's choosing again. This is beautiful. Sylvanas gets out. It's a lot of damage here. Dragoon might have just managed to catch exactly what they needed. They could trade really favorably here. Ooh, meanwhile, Bramble's looking to cheese again. Heck yeah. Senpai catches the bottom one. And Bramble moves back. Means that Mallow Oats is going to return to the defense. And Crispy responds in kind. I'm not sure it's a defense. Offense? I don't even know what to call this. Chaos Pigeon lives. Timemaker's caught. Oh, there's Roar doing work. And just like that, that fort is back in the hands of Mallow Oats. Crazy. Uh-oh. Crispy might get bombed here. Looks like he's just fine. Meanwhile, Bramble's looking to grab another camp. And Senpai seems to be getting out of some ridiculous situations with Terminator. Collision course, doing a lot of damage on side. Meanwhile, Crispy is 1v4ing here. Careful, buddy. It's a 1v5 now. You ain't taking this back. You ain't holding that. Oh, that's a lot of survival cooldowns used. Senpai's probably... Oh, just barely lives. And more importantly, they managed to hold their point for now. And Bramble's managing to get equivalent value elsewhere. They're going to have to step up for a Tychus grenade or something. And there it is. Junkrat Mine finishes the job.
One of my towers has burst.
Senpai is on the split push still. They aren't going to be able to quite get this in time.
The altars have risen. Activate them.
Terminator is there to defend. Just another 4 points. It's not much. But Looney could be caught here. Oh, that's a lot of crowd control. Looks like dog meat's on the menu, boys. Oh, God. Would that be cannibalism? If a druid polymorphs into another animal, and you eat that druid, did you eat the animal the druid polymorphed into, or did you cannibalize? Okay, I'm gonna have to forget about this. This is too horrifying to think about. Ooh! Oh no, what's going on over here? Looks like, long last, our friend Senpai got caught out and killed by Terminator. Those two have been going at each other this entire game. Meanwhile, Chaos Pigeons caught Piemaker out, but there's no follow-through. Now becomes a question of whether or not Crispy can finish this point in time. Oh, what the? That's a lot of damage. Level 20s are coming out for the side of Mallow Oats. Some really good ones here. Crafty Devil. Looks like they're trying to Hearth.
The time is now, heroes.
Ooh, those pumpkins are on the verge of going in. Bramble's trying to cheese. He's gonna have to press something or he's gonna die in a few seconds. He's gonna make it out. Meanwhile, Crispy's desperately trying to finish this out. That's a little bit more damage, and that's one less point. Oh, Tsukito nearly gets wrecked. Gigantic combo on Looney's Gwen. Looney's Gwen goes down. Solskito might be next. Chaos Pigeon stuns. Crispy just arrived for the team fight, but everyone's still alive. Does Hogger have no control? No, Hogger has secret stash. Hogger doing... Whoa! Bramble with a gigantic combo. Absolutely huge! Bramble's on a rampage! Holy moly! That was pretty amazing. Meanwhile, it looks like they're trying to catch back mid. And the Dragoons are electing to let it. Oh. You know, Bramble, you get a free... I made a mistake with my spin pass. That last play was really good. Oh, wait. What just happened? I'm so confused. What is... Roar just takes out Crispy. That was unfortunate. Never underestimate Roar's burst damage. Johanna's actually putting out a lot here. Playmaker's done. Oh, wait, what? That pumpkin just gave up. He's like, I don't care about you, Garrosh. You're too cool to roll a Taskmaster. Looney's Gwen tanks a lot of damage. Second Ancestral comes out. But they still might die. Just barely. Just barely. Meanwhile, Senpai, she's out another fort. Why am I not surprised? And the threat of 6 capping continues. Even if they cap this, the Mallow Oats only get 2 points. This is not great. And it means that the Dragoons can look elsewhere in order to gain value. Whoop. Wait, what? UI... Okay, that's cool. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, Control-E is cinematic. Ooh, Looney's going to get nuked. And Bramble barely makes it out. Meanwhile, Senpai's looking to get those points in. Whoop, wait, what? Hey. There we go. There we go. UI saw it's behaving for a second there. But yeah, that means all it takes is Senpai cheesing this boss, Crispy helping out, and this is over. Terminator might see it, might be getting out, but can they do it? Oh no, Terminator's coming! Terminator's coming and they're too low! Oh no! Terminator's caught! Senpai stunned and the boss gets leashed! Oh! Holy moly! That was way too close! Now the boss is going over to the side of Mallow Oats. With this, they'll be able to end off of one clean team fight with an advantage. Well played on the side of Terminator. Both offlanes this game have done an excellent job. Meanwhile, Solskito started the channel. Bramble goes in with his stall and he misses as he tries to get out. Wait, right, they don't actually win with this because they still haven't recapped their towers. Oh my god. Alright. I forgot that the Dragoons had such a huge macro domination. Surely it won't come down to a single fight over this point. Brambles goes in. Big stuns. Sensor hits. Chaos Pigeon manages to make it out alive. Pie Maker is still there. Bramble gets chucked. And the spinning? No, it doesn't start. Pie Maker caps the camp before dying. But without a tank, the Dragoons have a very realistic chance of actually taking the win here. All they need to do is take this and then run mid lane. Then hold on for dear life for a few more seconds. Meanwhile, Mallow Oats are still undecided about which course of action to take. Crafty Devil and the DPS are looking to defend. Terminator barely misses Looney, but they manage to successfully hold it off. Meanwhile, Crispy's going to run bot lane, and they're going to get stalled out here. Brambles gets... How is he living through all of this? And Crispy gets the channel, while his entire team dies horribly. GG! Ho 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 ho! Dragoons really showing their mettle out there. They get a star for winning map number 1. That was absolutely wild. It's important to note to everybody, we are currently witnessing a potential upset. Mallow Oats is second seed here. PSISTORM Dragons is down, or at least was down by 11 points in the regular season. This is number 7 versus number 2. And the Dragoons really showed a clever way to play Towers of Doom. Doesn't always work. Sometimes you just get rolled in team fights. But man, oh man, ain't it special when you win because your opponents can't recap their towers and it's snowing. Why is it snowing? It's April. There is snow on the ground. I'm dying. Honestly, I need to make a more convincing death rattle next time. Yeah. Bramble did a really good job that game. Probably shouldn't be opening loot boxes. All right. We are going to game number 2. It's BOE. I'll update the board in a few seconds. The Dragoons selected BOE. Bleh. Alright, then. Hoping to see a game number 3. Right now, Mallow Oats is on the ropes. They're going to have to play super well in order to come back. All right, we are starting game number 2. Wait, what was the... I forgot what how the OBS's combinations were again. Control Shift S. All right, that makes sense. So, what are we gonna see for bands in game number 2? Zeratul. It appears to be much hated. Okay. Jojo Bam. I think that interesting. Dragoons have definitely changed their bands up. And that Hogger was remembered. Oh my god. Bramble is never getting to play Hogger again this series.
I stand
Ooh.
ready.
We might see a Vala Hypercarry combination. I'd love to see the legendary Uther main tank, but haven't in a long time. Blaze taken by Crispy this time. Huh. Ain't that weird? Ooh, my microphone got bent out of shape, meaning it was likely too loud. I'm sorry for any ears that I hurt with that. The Yorick has a good counter pick into the Blaze and Li Ming. So it's not a double support combination. Unless it's Uther main tank. Muradin ban. Okay, tanks are getting choked out. Nifty. If they're smart, the Dragoons pick their tank immediately after the bans and further throttle Piemaker's choices. Ooh, there's that Tronda ban again. It appears to not be something anybody wants to give Looney. I'm guessing because they're Looney on it.
For the Alliance of Bubble.
And win a Diablo. Really nasty triple stun wombo combo if they can pull it off. So then, Piemaker, what are you gonna do for tanks? You could do ETC here. Oh, right, and the Abrax's still a thing. Okay, that makes sense. Now the question is, what does Bramble play? Zagara. Wait a minute, what? Where does Zagara go? Because there are several options here. One option is that they take that Zagara and put it top lane against Leoric, causing Terminator to have a few aneurysms per second. The second option is to just, siege out spot side. Either way, this is going to be an intense game number 2. All right. Terminator, my good friend, you have got an internet that I believe originates from the secret lunar colonies. All right.
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
It appears Terminator has arrived from the moon base. Anyways, Looney is on Anduin, Senpai is on Hanzo, Chaos Pigeon is on Diablo, Bramble is on Zagara, and Crispy is on Blaze.
10 seconds.
That's all for the Dragoons. We have Sonic Bro on Walla, Pie Maker on Anubarak, Solus Keto on Stukov, Crafty Devil on Li Ming, and Terminator on
Battle begin.
the Yorick. Wow, why was that so hard? Talents coming out. It's Redemption build Hanzo, Corpse Feeders. Crispy is about to witness something a bit questionable. Or not. I guess both teams are going to be a little more careful. Oh, Crispy. You have no idea about what's going to happen to you. Oh, boy. And I think Crispy gets out just fine. He's Blaze after all. Now the base race begins. And I don't know about you, but a Leoric is going to have a hard time. Into a Zagara and a Hanzo. Actually, how is this base race turning out? It's actually... Crispy is getting bodied out. God damn. It's not quite the outcome I was expecting, but Beetle's doing the job, looks like. Both teams have made it to keep the fort at this point, but... yeah, Mallow Oats is much faster on the draw here. Crispy gets caught out and is likely going to get murdered here. And Crispy dies. Wait. Mallow Oats is just going for the bruiser cam? Oh, not a bad play. It's going to put them in a very good position come the first Immortal phase. Meanwhile, the Dragoons are sort of coping with that fact, I suppose. And Crispy's going to match the Terminator. It's interesting. This entire thing has resulted in Senpai not stacking his quest. Huh. A little early to start that camp. Not against it. Both teams have level 4 now.
Shall return before long, heroes.
It's very spooky. Oh, when that camp gets... be really hard. Okay. Appears that they're just gonna move on to the race. Absolutely bonkers. Mallow Oats are just moving in with full strength. Senpai's trying to DPS it down, but he's just not gonna match that. Also, Grassy Double took Force Armor. Very nice. Wait, that's not the right. No. I was wrong. But Crispy is looking for a flank. Catches 2. It's not going to be enough, though. Yeah, Pie Maker goes down. Terminator gets clipped. Senpai is getting clipped. Pull is used. This defense cannot hold. Crafty Devil just keeps eating orbs over. Bonk. Solskito's caught, but there isn't quite enough follow through from this position. Crispy goes down. And with that, Mallow Oats secures the first objective. A lot closer than the initial phase would bring it out. The Dragoons definitely did a lot there. Secures a kill. And they put up a good fight. But now they're going to have to deal with the catapult pushing top lane. And these two impalers helping out push with the immortal. It's going to be rough. Full W build Diablo probably. Ooh, is that what the talent? I think it is Seeker for the siege damage. Always a good talent on this map. Ain't that right, Gray? Yeah, my main player doesn't ever take it. He's too busy turning the enemy teams into fireworks. Single target damage. That's a funny way to say not having a team kill.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
Meanwhile, Crispy puts some pressure on. But that's a rotation. This fight is not going to be favorable. Terminator couldn't quite catch it, but there's the silence. Chaos Pigeon makes it out thanks to that huge spell shield. Oh, we might see a fight over this camp. Maybe, just maybe, the Mallow Oats are crazy enough. Nope. They're not into it. They know better. They're going to go to siege camp and they're going to collect their winnings.
Our eternal battle will soon.
This lane likely auto clears. Okay. No guarantees of that though. Well, both teams are going to get the opportunity to race out of their mind. Redemption still isn't stacked, but never up mass. Rated arrows are active. Looks like the race is just barely on the side of Mallow Oats. They've still got two camps pushing, and they're moving to clear. Ooh, that was fast. The race begins, but it looks like Mallow Oats is going to eke this one out. Just barely.
We stand victorious.
Ooh. It's gonna be a rough fight. The ults. Basically everything you'd expect, except for Disintegrate. Immortal's getting cleared fast. Might not even get the gate down. Terminator's not quite looking for an entomb yet. Looks like they're backing out on the side of Mallow Oats.
Thus ends my assault on hell. I must rest for a time.
A lot less. This has been a very slow mid-game in comparison to the last few blistering minutes. Pie Maker's anchoring a bush, Chaos Pigeon, and Pie Maker in the same screen, but without any knowledge of each other's existence. A little something poetic in that. And it appears the Dragoons are just going to vibe. They're not down by that much. All it takes is one good fight. And they're back in business. Boy. Ooh, Tomb catches out Bramble. Bit too far though. Terminator's forced to withdraw. Ooh, that arrow misses, and APOC followed up. Ooh, that shove catches the charge bit to go, and that is a caught. Oh, light bomb's a bit too soon. Sonic Bros doesn't make it out alive. Chaos Pigeon, Souls are next. Looney was caught. Terminator with big slows. Looking like 2 for 1 in the favor of Mallow Oats. But they lost their primary race, so this phase is going to be a lot less decisive than you might think. Crafty Devil doing his best, but Li Ming is no Vala. Unless you take... Oh boy. That's Glass Cannon.
Enough. I seek better ground.
This is one confident Li Ming. Meanwhile, 13's coming out on the side of Dragoons. Looks really standard fare. Now there's a defensive phase. Both teams go for their bruiser camps. And the skirmish over the Immortals begins. Teams are even on soak. But only one team has a Li Ming that can poke from a distance. Oh, that was a lot of damage. Meanwhile, Sonics is clearing out the lane. Chaos Pigeon is stepping up, and Crafty Double slips away. Meanwhile, Sonic Bros disengages from Looney, but Looney catches them with the light bomb. All the crowd control ultimates have been used, though. Now, this is Mallow Oats' team fight to win. All it takes from here on out is to step up and get that objective. Biomakers systemically clearing out the tumors. We got an oncologist in chat. And Senpai. Ooh, that was pretty close. Meanwhile, that camp that was not cleared is getting good value. It's looking like the Mallow Oats are set to take a keep.
I will cleanse this land from corruption, hellspawn.
Crispy stays behind, blares out the lane, and siege begins. That is the keep. Mallow Oats catch Chaos Pigeon. Chaos Pigeon is outed. Crispy's likely going to have to drop bunker here. Crispy's dead. Two-man maw. Pigeon. Wait. Whoa! Sonic Bros actually managed to outtrade the Li Ming, and that is likely going to be GG. Terminator's going on. Senpai, oh! It's a good match. That is game number two. We are going to game number 3, everybody. Woo! And I'm sleep deprived. I am really sleep deprived. Boo. blue victory. All right then. Give me that game number 3. Both teams played a fantastic game. And I say a fantastic game as in singular, because both teams have had a fantastic series where they really executed a strategy to perfection. Well, okay, that's probably not the perfect word for it, but both teams played well, and both teams are going to decide it in this last game. Now I'm going to look at Reddit for like 5 minutes while they take their time to make the lobby. Ooh, we're going to Dragonshire. And game number 3 was selected by the Mallow Oats. This is the match that decides everything. Wait. That's weird. Both teams are ready, right? Why am I like a maniac? They're taking a bit long. I think both teams may have decided to get immense amounts of water and or alcohol. Either way, this should be a very electrifying series. Yay.
Dragon.
Okay, here we go. It is game number 3, everybody. We should be ready for, the longest load screens on the earth, thanks to Terminator, whose internet doesn't terminate outside his house. Pretty sure I said that one already. The much maligned Zeratul is once again removed from the existence. He is being avoided. That false dead man was probably not a flight of fancy. The Mallow Oats are not interested in taking Hogger out for a spin. And I can't think of a pun for a noob rack. Darn. Oh well. That's 3 for 4. One day I will get them all. Junkrat, first pick. Perfectly reasonable. And we're back in a Probius game, boys.
There is always
Ariel as a very early healer pick. Now, if I were in the shoes of the Mallow Oats, I'd been Joe or Gall. I'd be worried to see either of those two. Diablo taken quickly. Avoiding that tank choke. Right wing locked out. Always a good healer on this map. But I can't make that same flight of fancy choke. Already did that for her false dad. And Mallow is map. Okay then. Wait, what?
Evolve. Conquer.
What? What? Dragoons? Dragoons? I hope you guys have a plan. Because this is really weird. Okay, Sylvanas pick. And a Sukov. I think.
I hear and obey.
What? You're not in the mood for what? This game is either going to go one of two ways. The Dragoons are going to win, and everybody's going to be upset with that. But it's going to take them a while. Or, you know, the more conventionally strong comp just, you know, walks with Mallow Oats. And, yeah, this is going to be so weird, guys.
prepare for combat.
There is no tank. This Diablo is going to be allowed to run wild. No, it's Meatball Build Rag. I don't approve of this. It's mid lane anchor rag.
Commencing in 10 seconds.
Anyways, for the side of the Dragoons, we have Crispy on
3,
Probe, Chaos Pigeon on Ariel, Bramble on Abathur, Lunigwyn on Ragnaros, Senpai on Samuro. For the side of Mallow Oats, we have Terminator on Dahaka, Sonic's Bro on Sylvanas, Keto on Stukov, Crafty Devil on... Oh no. And Piemaker on Diablo, he's about to charge Chaos Pigeon. Crafty Devil is horrifying on this. comes the Sylvanas cheese. Not much alone. Oh no, Crispy! Oh no, Crispy! Oh no! Meanwhile, Senpai is split pushing. Not to a similar effect, but yeah. Okay. Oh wait, what? There we go. Uh oh. Chaos Pigeon just gets.
Tower. Take control of the shrines.
Okay. Holy crap! Pie Maker makes it out. Nope. Meanwhile, Senpai continues to cheese. Chaos Pigeon's a little low on HP, and what are those Abathur mines? Those seem like they are designed to prevent a split push. Well, the camp invade. That.
Capture the shrines. Inherit
I have no idea what I'm witnessing.
and lay waste to this forsaken kingdom.
Everything is wild. The location of that trap is a minor problem. The camp gets yeeted. Man. Crafty Devil is a really good Junkrat. Crispy's getting out of dodge. And that is a Mercenary Queen enhanced camp. Meanwhile, Gwyn is helping out Senpai in one of the most abnormal pushes of the game. Oh, well, I wasn't looking. A lot of stuff died.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
It's going to be rough. It's likely going to be necessary to have the Rag trait come in for the clear. Oh, Crispy's about to get wall banged. Nope. Survives to live another day. Gwyn, not quite willing to use the trait just yet. Crispy's losing a lot of HP here. It's going to be hard to clear out those minions. Wow, level 7s are coming after the side of Mallow Oats. And here we see the Rag trait. Nullifying the Sylvanas trait quite nicely. And that's a dead Samuro. Okay. This is pretty bonkers. Meanwhile, Daka's burrowing on it. But the minions say no. Uh-oh, Crispy's gonna be in a weird way. Just another close escape. Meanwhile, Mule is here and... oh, that time the mine actually saved his life. That Mule did not last long enough. Oh, Crispy is dancing on the edge of death here.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Crispy just barely makes it out alive. Ragnaros is here to give some love. Ragnaros gets pooped into oblivion. Mule's coming out again in a few more seconds. Now, where is that soak deficit coming from? Man, this Dahaka is putting in work. Terminator, really doing an excellent job this game. Just shifting about. Whew. This is a power series. It's giving me so much in terms of confusion. Oh, Crispy's caught. Is this really going to be a 5-minute keep? Chaos Pigeon just barely makes it out alive, and that keep is going down.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
I have no idea what's going on right now. Meanwhile, Senpai continues the split push. All it takes is one DK. And Highmaker gets it. This DK is going to head down mid lane, and it's going to create a problem. Because there is nothing to burn it with. Meanwhile, Senpai continues the art of split pushing out of their mind. Even onto the death bridge. DK's actually dying pretty fast. And that is a lava wave. Coming in and creating clear. Oh, the absolute cojones on Crispy this game. He's just stepping up and is basically a main tank. They just keep barely making it out alive. And there's the crystal coffin. Goodbye, Crispy. Wait. What? It's a Prometheus! What? What just happened? The Prometheus just zoomed. Oh my god. This situation is absurd. Okay, this camp play is super risky. And there's the Hakaburo. Looney Squid's gonna run out, but there's the combination. Looks like he makes it out alive. Choke point, and meanwhile, Bramble and Senpai are cheesing. At this point, why am I even surprised? It's literally just rinse, repeat ad nauseum until their core dies
Always be a
or something else goes.
Will it be you?
This is absurd. And I love it. There's a lot. Rag trait. Meanwhile, Senpai continues the split push. Eventually, there's going to have to be a response in another lane. Terminator's probably not going to win this. Uh-oh. Senpai is actually going to drop here. Might have been a little bit too aggressive there. You know, just a little bit too aggressive. Ugh. Oh man. Meanwhile, Crispy and House Pigeons just bailing. Meanwhile, Bramble is just running onto that point. Oh, but the trap catches him!
The Dragon Knight shall reduce.
Unlucky. And they're going on a core. It's a 10-minute DK, but they're planning on going on a core with it. What's more, there's a very real chance that they're going to have a 16 advantage off of this. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, it's the boys. Double Prometheus now.
The red team scores.
Terminator takes a bunch of damage. Sonic Bros just barely dodges. Senpai's in on the defense. Lava Wave. Sonic Bros is getting Samuroed. DK is going down. Senpai gets blasted away and Crafty Devil dies. Terminator is pushing. All of these deaths just happened. And there's a little asshole called Mule about to undo all of that work, all of that death. Mallow Oats is in serious trouble now. Oh no! Oh no, oh no, oh no! Both teams are now even in all respects. Piemaker keeps trying to engage, but that Ariel main tank. That Ariel main tank is really doing work. Oh no! Oh no! This... I can't call this as an upset for sure, but it is entirely possible that the Dragoons take the win from this position. One or two okay fights like that, and they can bleed Mallow Oats dry. Oh no.
Prepare yourselves, heroes.
Look at that high-speed probe. Actually, hold on a second. This is adrenaline boost and soma transference. This is not the normal build you see with a Samuro, but that seems to be intentional because Samuro didn't build for it to begin with. So the entire plan appears to be to have been to speed up the probe so that the probe can become a main tank.
Avenge my husband. Earn his power and destroy your enemies.
All right. Da da. This is wild. Terminator's stuck here. Sonic Bros is here to help, but he could potentially push in. Uh-oh. Pigeon is caught. Piemaker is stunned. Piemaker is in a pickle. Chaos Pigeon manages to get off the heel before being silenced. Terminator's taking massive damage. Gigantic Probius. And Samuro. Oh my word, the Samuro is going for that DK. This is going to be the first DK for the side of Dragoons. Never mind. Sonic Bros and Terminator move quickly. And they manage to hold off the fort. Chaos Pigeon gets silenced again, and this time they can't make it out alive. But meanwhile, those catapults are pushing. They're being amplified. They're catching a bit too much in terms of wave pressure. And all that just to control a few points. But that death on Ariel is absolutely key. Senpai is not going to be able to hold this point. Not when that Keto comes in with the silent circle. Creates chaos, and the point goes. No way that Crispy's going to be able to hold it here. And there's a DK. Even worse, Luna's down. Senpai appears to be playing for cheese.
Blue team's core is
Okay. All in it. Wait. Terminator comes in on the defense. Bramble, right-clicking. Senpai, right-clicking. It's not going to be enough, though. Meanwhile, gigantic push going on. Wait, Sonic Bros drops, but the core is going down. And that's game number 3. That was... That was great. Oh my word. Oh no. That was an epic showing. The Dragoons really gave it their all. Really defying conventional strategies and conventional wisdom, and going toe-to-toe with a team that was playing it pretty much by the books. It's always a fun series to cast. It was, you could say that it was very Gouda, because of how cheesy it was. I Swiss both teams a good time. And, of course, there is always the option of the interview. Hey, hey.
How's it going?
Uh, I'll be honest, I was making cheese-related puns towards the end of that third game.
It was a very cheesy game.
Oh, yeah, it was good to see an Ariel main tank. Haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah, I wasn't sure who the main tank was, so it's good you identified it.
Honestly, I've seen Ariel main tank a few times before paired with Tassadar, because you just put down the force wall so you can auto-proc her skill shot.
Yeah, I remember like, oh my gosh, like 4 seasons back, we like played that like Ariel Tass Diablo and just kept slamming into the wall.
So, let's see here. So, tell me about game 1 from your perspective, because that was a 24-minute slog.
Yeah, so that was definitely stressful. I think game 1 they did a fantastic job at just continuing to like do like little guerrilla warfare rotations where
Yeah.
they would send Sylve off top, probe down bot, and continue to try and split our attention. And I don't think we had enough siege to really like punish it by just like slamming down bot. I mean, we had the Tychus, we had the Junkrat, we had some siege, especially when Tychus ulted, but it wasn't enough to like really keep up with what they were doing, and that created a lot of issues.
And another thing that I noticed, at least from the armchair perspective, was that every time you went for a camp, Probius absolutely just seized the opportunity to kill the wave and get that pushing, even if they were or not going to invade.
Yeah.
So that was constantly a threat.
Mm-hmm.
I think Terminator actually did a fairly good job of matching Senpai's motions. There were a lot of good charges that connected, but just couldn't kill the Sylvanas solo.
Yeah, he was sweating to to catch all the things and handle all the macro chaos that was going on there. And I will tell you one thing, like he is fantastic when it comes to like dueling, like 1v1ing or kind of making the plays in the off lane. So
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. Obviously I didn't see it, but
I definitely think if I were to list out MVPs for both teams, Bramble and Terminator are definitely at the top of my list. Although, for your team at least, I think it's hard not to give an honorable mention to Crafty Devil's Junkrat, because a lot of those W's were horrifying. Like that.
Yeah.
Those poor Probius just sent flying. It definitely made a resurgence in Game 3, but we can totally talk about that later. Anyways, Battlefield of Eternity. What are your thoughts on that? Draft, I did notice that they tried to choke out the tank.
Yeah, which in the end it was fine. I mean, because at the end we still had a noob up who's,
Yeah.
fantastic. It was not like, we were left with, too terrible of a choice there too. And when I'm trying to think like how the draft went. I mean, I think they led
Led
with
with
a
Blaze and
what was it,
Anduin.
Blaze and Hanzo? Anduin?
Blaze,
Um,
Hanzo, Anduin, those were all sort of like the earlier picks, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we knew. So we've seen that they run like double support Vala, especially their double support preferences with the Tyrande, and so we wanted to make sure that in some way we prevented that from happening, while also taking off the board a lot of strong picks that they have shown throughout the season that we also didn't want to deal with, like the Zeratul and whatnot.
Yeah.
So we were trying to mitigate that by taking the Vala first pick. I think that actually worked out really well for us because the Vala
Yeah.
also was really useful for us there.
So,
Go for it.
one question I'd have to ask. When you did the lane reversal, were you expecting it to become a fort trade?
No, but I was very happy about it because at the end of the day, we one of the reasons we did that was we were just like, you know what, we outtrade them. Like, let's just give this a shot, see what happens. We don't usually run that. Probably won't be doing it again, but for that game, it worked. And when we started to trade, we were just keeping in constant communication with
Terminator?
ST Terminator. Yeah, I was trying to think of what his in-game name was. ST Terminator. Like, where are they at? Okay, they just got one turret down. Well, we've already got a turret and wall down. So we're just constantly making sure that we were ahead in the rotation, and that let us, then take the kill on their off lane, and then take their camp, and then take top camp, and we just got to be one step ahead in the entire thing.
Yeah,
so we were
that
definitely
camp
fond of that.
created a huge difference in overall overall race potential for the first phase, because they were still cleaning house while you guys were free to just burn.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Like, we had already invaded, taken their camp, gotten the top 4, and were securing top camp when I noticed we hadn't even gotten our level 4 talents yet. It was just like, this game is accelerating.
It ended in 14 minutes for a good reason.
Yeah.
Also, I noticed that Crafty Devil took the... what's it called again? The triple shot talent that causes an extra burst of damage. Yeah, Seeker.
Yeah.
Definitely got a lot of siege and race value out of that, and it certainly allowed you guys to press up without ever stepping onto the boss's stuns.
Yeah.
Really good.
Shout out to him too, because in the comms he was very much calling out like, our comp is really good at just kind of poking. Like, let's just stay back here, get our poke in, and let them make the mistakes before we kind of step into that boss pit and make mistakes of our own.
Yeah, it was a really well controlled series. Now game 3, oh boy. that was definitely what I would call a Hail Mary, but there were a few moments where it looked like you guys had an actual chance of losing.
There were definitely some moments. I think it was really challenging. It was one of those situations where we could not figure out when we could win. Like, Dragonshire is somewhat challenging to win early. The core mechanic is really crazy. And with the way that the are situated near the core, it's really hard to core, especially early, if you don't have 2 keeps, that's a lot to have really early. And so we were trying to struggling to figure out when we could win. We went for a win or 2 that didn't pay off, and that really kind of put us in situations where we could have absolutely lost the game, especially with the ability of that Samuro to like really take advantage of it and pressure down
just
top.
Run at your core, which is what he did towards the end.
Yeah. And I think that was like a planned strat on their part. It certainly seemed so. Like, I think they were planning on just continuously pushing down top with the Samuro so that they could make that Hail Mary run at the core. Came close to working, so.
Yeah. And I think if they had gotten one more non-decisive Dragon Knight out of you guys, they could have just muled it up, and you guys would have been back to square one quite quickly. But you closed it out, And here we are, moving into the semifinals, if I'm not mistaken. Who are you expecting to face? And how are you feeling about it?
I just really quickly I saw that Bramble mentioned that they called that comp the Lord of the Rings comp because it's Helms holding Helms Deep at the bot and sending Frodo to the core at the top. That's fantastic.
that is amazing. Like, yeah, that was a split push extravaganza.
That's great. Let's see. So who are we playing? Are you saying who are we hoping to play, or who do we think we're playing?
Oh, bit of both.
So I'm honestly not sure because the match still hasn't been scheduled yet, at least that I've seen. So it's between OSI and SBK, or Smooth Brain Kamikaze, and
Office of
Office of
Strategic
Strategic Inting.
Inting.
Yeah. Um,
Eh.
I don't know who I want to play. I think both of them have a chance to make the game really
Oh, yeah.
scary for us. And they both run kind of different things that would put us would certainly put the pressure on us. Who do I think we're going to play? I mean, I think probably we'll end up playing against SBK. They've had a really good season. I think they've looked really solid. Our series with them was certainly challenging. But by no means do I think it's going to be easy for them to take the game over, or the series over OSI. It could really go either way, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, best of luck for the rest of the playoffs. And I do hope you have a good night.
Thank you.
All right, folks. I believe that is everything. Hope you all have a good night.